there's different stages. I've made 100,000 calls in my career over the course of 15 years.
Wow.
So when I first started, I had to physically look up the phone numbers, and whitepages.com took me 4 hours to look up 100 numbers, and then another 8 hours to call those numbers. And so I had to dial them all myself, find out which ones were bad and all that stuff. And so, it was a very grueling process, but I did it, right?
Yeah.
Because I knew that was what was up. Like, I knew that was how you do it.
Yeah.
And so then, that was cool. I made 100,000 calls that way. Well, now when I get through making 100 calls, all of a sudden now there's dialers out there that find phone numbers for you.
Yeah.
And in which you can find hundreds of phone numbers and even thousands of phone numbers with the click of a button. And then the system will start calling them for you, and you just sit there and start talking to people. So where technology has come from when I started to where it is now, actually decreases the time that it took me to make 100 calls was like 12 to 15 hours. Now it's an hour and a half, and so you can do things 10 times faster now in terms of making phone calls.
Yep.
And it's amazing to me how many agents are not taking advantage of this, right?
Yeah,
so that's the first thing I wanted to say. Secondly, I think everybody just needs to make whatever amount of calls they need to make in order to talk to 20 property owners per day.
20 a day.
I think everyone should be having 20 conversations, not dials, not voicemails, not And I don't care if those 20 conversations are good or bad. You might have 5 that were horrible.
Yep.
10 that was okay, but they didn't really want to go any further, and 5 that were really good.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it's at, because those 2, 3, 4, 5 people you really connect with each day.
Yeah.
That's freaking huge over time. Like that's like 5 people a day. I mean, dude, that's 25 a week. That's 100. What is it? That's 100 in a month.
Yeah.
Now we're talking 1,200 in a year of people who you really connected with, who are buyers and sellers in the market.
Wow.
Think about what your business looks like after 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
So this is how I built my business.
So it sounds like it's all about consistency and work ethic. You just do what you have to do every day. You're not really you're not concerned about the outcome. You're just putting into work. Let me ask you this as we get ready to wind up. What is your best or favorite book recommendation for real estate agents?
What's my favorite book recommendation?
Yeah.
Well, I'm an author myself, so I've written 2 books.
No way. Well, what's your book?
I'm biased, man, because I actually think my second book, List to Last, I actually think it's one of the best real estate books out there, and I'm really in the middle of, over the next 12 months, writing the best. This book I'm writing now will literally be the best real estate book ever in the history of real estate. It's going to take me another year to get it all put together, but it's going to be something else.
So, List to Last by Ricky Carruth. That sounds good.
List to Last. And really, it's List to Last, How to Survive Every Real Estate Market Crash.
Yep.
And on Amazon, you can actually find it on my website, ZeroToDiamond.com.
Yep.
ZeroToDiamond.com is actually a coaching program that is 100% free. Like, I used to charge for this program that has my phone scripts, videos of me making calls, so on. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff there I used to charge for. Now it's all 100% free because I actually want to help people, right? And now I'm going to make my money on books and speeches.
Got it.
So it is an incredible resource for you guys, but you can find my books, you can find all my social media stuff and all that stuff there. If you want to get involved in that, but there's absolute, like, it's a little bit for free, and then you got to pay. Everything's 100% free.
Yep. Makes sense. That's awesome. So a couple more questions here. What motivates you, or what's your big why? Like, it seems like you work really hard. What's behind that? What's the driving force? Or is it just you just love the process?
All the above. I just want to be number one with whatever I'm doing. And so I just have a super drive to be the best at whatever I'm doing. But the underlying, like, driver behind it is I want to affect people, like, in a positive way. Like, I want to take everything to another level in terms of how many people I touched and how many people's lives I changed. And that could be anything. That could be selling their mom's house that just died, or helping them find their vacation property, or helping an agent learn that it's about relationships, not deals, and then that single fact and idea changed their life forever. So, however it happens, it happens. Dude, to be honest with you, I think happiness is really the root of it. Like, happiness to me equals motivation. And when you just love what you do, and it motivates you, man. Like I love waking up in the morning at 5 o'clock, going to the gym, and getting ready to absolutely just crush everything. Sell properties, do podcasts, write books, make YouTube videos. Like, I just love the process so much that it makes me so happy that I can actually do this and I'm alive and everything. That, that just being happy motivates me, I think, to the fullest extent.
That's cool. That's cool. 2 more questions. Number 1, are there any questions that I should have asked you that I didn't ask you?
That's a good question. Let me think.
Dave, you got any questions?
Let's see. Any questions that you should have asked me that you didn't ask me? No, I don't think so, man.
That means I did my job.
Yeah, I think that we covered a lot here. In a short period of time, I told my story, kind of my philosophy. I could go deeper with some philosophy stuff. I think that something that your audience could probably really benefit from hearing is the fact that real estate is an absolute win-win. Like, you cannot lose in real estate unless you just have the wrong mindset and quit.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: whenever you are in the middle of a transaction or trying to get a listing that you're up against 2 other agents for, or anything like that, and you lose the deal, or that seller picks a different agent for the listing, or the buyer falls through on the deal or doesn't move forward, and you feel hurt, you feel discouraged, it stings a little.
Yeah.
I think that that's the wrong reaction to those situations. I think that it should be looked at as an opportunity, and you should be waiting on deals to fall through. And when it happens, you're like, okay, cool, this is what Ricky was talking about, the deal falling through. And here's the thing: it's an opportunity because, number one, there's the cliche part of it of, like, you learn something out of it. That's the cliche part of it that's absolutely true. And every time you lose a deal, you learn why you lost it, and you mold yourself into a little bit better agent, one lost deal at a time. But the magic behind losing a deal is the future time you get back that you don't have to spend on that deal anymore. Time is the most valuable asset we have by far, except for, health and family and all that. Time is the most valuable asset we have. And so when you lose a deal, people don't realize, man, that it's such an opportunity because you don't have to spend that time on that deal anymore. You get time. It's the only situation where you get time back, where you can then take that new time and new knowledge you just learned from why you lost the deal and go get 5 more deals in that same time frame that you would have spent on that deal. And so when you understand this, like, as a new agent, the quicker you realize this, the quicker that you're going to progress in your career, because you're going to realize that you can go all in. Like, you can show property to that same buyer for a whole week, knowing that it doesn't matter if they buy or not. You know that you can go after the listing appointment and not care if you get it or not. Right? Because you know that, number one deal is not going to make or break you forever. Like, if you're going to be this big agent that you say you're going to be and do 100 deals a year and make $1 million, one deal is not going to be what puts you there.
Wow, that's good.
So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And so you get the future time back. You learn something. There's just nothing negative that comes out of it. The only thing negative is people not realizing this philosophy and letting those deals get to you.
That's cool, man. My friend David Hill, who has an awesome podcast too, he always says, like, be committed but not attached to the outcome, and that kind of reminded me of that philosophy. But as we wrap up, is there anyone else you think that we should interview on this podcast and this show? Any agents doing, just crushing it, doing 100+ deals, or any business people you could think of?
I'll tell you what. I'll email you.
Perfect.
Let me put some thought into that, and I'll email some ideas.
I love it. Thank you so much, man. It was a blast. Hopefully we get to meet sometime and hang out.
And where are you located?
I'm in Boston.
Boston.
Yep.
Okay, just keep following my stuff, and I'll put you in my email database too, and you'll get alerts whenever I'm all over the place. And so when I get up towards that way, man, I would love to hang out.
Awesome. Let's do it, my man.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Have a great day.
Later, bud.
All right, bye.